Hello, students. Today, again, a social studies class, second grade. Okay, let's start. Before we start with the other slide, in this picture you have there is a map. And why do we have this map? We have this map because we go uh, again with the geography of Chile, and we have the central zone this class, okay? So as you see there, it says central zone, and we have the regions that are part of this zone. So we have Valparaíso, Metropolitana, the Libertador, and Maule regions are part of the central zone of Chile. And as it says here, it is the most populated area in Chile. So that is to say that is the part of Chile where most people live. So the cities are uh, big, and also there are a lot of people living in this zone, millions, okay, millions of people. Okay, here I decided to include these photographs of some important cities in this central zone. So we have the big city Santiago and Rancagua here, and I chose this photograph because there is here you have the Andes, the mountains, and then you have the valley of Santiago with a river. So that shows geographical or natural elements in a city. Okay, the same here in Santiago. You have the um, mountains, the Andes there at the back, and then you have the valley, and also in Rancagua, a river crosses the city. Okay, and also, well, the previous ones, Santiago and Rancagua, are located in the Central Valley, okay? Not by the ocean, not close to the sea, but these ones, Valparaíso and Viña del Mar, are by the ocean. So what you have there is these mountains here, the coastal mountain range, here and the Pacific Ocean here. So the city is between the coastal mountain range and the Pacific Ocean, the same as in this photograph of Viña del Mar. We have the same mountains there and the ocean. So the cities are between the ocean and the coastal range, which are mountains by the ocean. Okay. And here another city, Talca, is a, yeah, pretty much a medium-sized city. And important, I put this photograph because the agriculture is really important when you go close to this area in Chile, going to the central south, if you want to say. Okay, geography. Look, this map shows the location of Santiago, uh, and what I was explaining here. If you see here, you have the Andes Mountains, then the valley, which is pretty much a flat area. It's a plain lands, no mountains here, no mountains, so it's flat, and you have the cities here. This goes all along the map of the central zone. Sorry, Santiago is here, and um, you have then the coastal range. So we have the coastal range, the flat area, which is the valley, the central valley where Santiago is, and then you have the mountains, the Andes mountains. Okay, so that's a characteristic of this central zone of Chile. The cities, the big cities, are located in the middle here between the Andes and the coastal range. So that is why I showed the photograph here. Santiago, you see the Andes here at the back and the flat valley, the flat area, which is the Central Valley. Okay, the same in Rancagua. The Andes here, and the flat area, which is the Central Valley. And the next one here, you see clearly, you can see the thing that I was explaining a moment ago, which is the Central Valley is a fertile region and the agricultural heartland of Chile. So all the vegetables we eat are grown in this area of Chile. And here the same. Here you see the coastal range, okay, the coastal range, and here the flat area, which is the valley. If you see, there are some trees here, vegetation, and the flat area, which is plain, uh, where you grow the vegetables. Okay, and also you can have animals there. Next one, the climate. The climate of central Chile is Mediterranean type. Okay, what is Mediterranean? Okay, here in this text you see that is climate is characterized by dry summers and mild wet winters. So the summer is hot, no rain at all. So we don't have rain in summer. And winters are not so cold. They are mild, but we have some rain, okay? And we have also 4 seasons. We have summer, which is hot, okay, and dry, no rain at all. Then we have fall. Sometimes in fall we have rain, but not really a lot, I would say. And then we have in winter, winter is cold, and also we have rain, okay? And then we have the spring where the temperatures go up. So it's pretty much similar to the summer. But when the spring starts, it's not so hot. It's hot when it's close to the summer, okay? So that is really characteristic of the climate here in the central zone of Chile is Mediterranean type. We also have the Mediterranean weather in Spain, in Italy, in California, in some places in Australia, in South Africa. Also, we have that kind of weather. Okay, let's continue. Animals. Okay, I uh, here I place a lot of animals, photographs of a lot of animals. But what is important? The important idea here is that we have big animals here, or bigger animals than in the north zone. Okay, I imagine that is because of the food they have, more food, more water, better weather. So that's why we have big animals in this area of Chile. We have zorro, codorniz, puma in the mountains, and many others. Quique, also the coipo. So we have a lot of animals in this area of Chile. And the vegetation also, I consider that is really important that we have big trees and more trees. Actually, the valleys in the central region are greener. So we have this, that's why, because we have more water, obviously, and better weather. So that's, we have trees in the north. We don't have a lot of trees if you compare the north zone to the central zone of Chile. We have in the central zone a lot of trees, and it's way greener than it is in the north. Okay, so we have some species here: litre, arrayán, espino, palma, palma chilena here, quillay. Okay, so all these algarrobo, all these trees, you can find them in the central region of Chile. Okay, and here let's go to this getting ready for work activity. Okay, 3 questions and you have to complete them. Okay, describe the weather or climate in this zone. Okay, I already explained what's the weather like in the central area of Chile. So you have to write only two concepts, two ideas, okay, two ideas about this weather in the central zone. Then you have number two. Uh, have you ever seen a typical central zone animal or tree? Okay, if you have seen um, animals or typical trees of the central zone, I ask you to write three of them. Okay, three animals or three trees, or if you want to mix one animal, two trees, or two animals, one tree, or if you want to write more, you can write more names. And number three, you have the question, do you know any other city located in this zone? So you can go investigate in a map what cities do we have in this zone, but you don't have to write the ones that I showed you, okay? You have to write other cities, okay? So you have to investigate what are the cities you find in this area apart from the ones already said, okay? And then, you have this word search. I wrote animals and trees of this central zone and cities. I also wrote some cities, so you have to find them all in this word search. Okay, okay. I hope you enjoy the class. Okay, and then well, see you in our next class. Okay, bye bye.